Hey guys, welcome to Foundation Week. I'm so excited because today is the first day of Foundation Week. And today the intro is going to be probably the longest because I get to explain all about it. So I have done Foundation Week only one other time in my entire existence of this channel, and it's just 7 days of nothing but foundation, day after day after day. Really fun. And it's awesome. And this time we have a bunch of new foundations, high-end drugstore, and it's gonna be really cool. So, like I said before, I did not come up with this idea. Tatalia, I think is how you pronounce it, her YouTube channel, she actually does 15 days of foundation, and she donates proceeds, and she's just involved in so many cool things. I'll link her channel down below, and her most recent Foundation Week, it could possibly be even going on right now, because the day that I'm filming, actually this morning, I saw her video talking about a Foundation Week, 15 days of foundation coming up. So it's really cool. She has really fair skin, different skin than me. I definitely recommend you go checking her out. She's just so amazing in what she does. So she gave me the idea of doing 7 days of foundation, because Foundation Week, because I can never do 15 days of foundation. And it's just time for me to do this because I've been eyeing a lot of high-end foundations and a lot of new foundations, and I thought, why not put it together every single day, a new foundation, first impressions for you guys. I'll go throughout my day. You'll see me check in, see how the foundation wears. I give you my opinion at the end of the day. It's just really fun. And today is day number 1. So I'm so excited because today's foundation, for some reason, I was super attracted to it. I don't know if it's the packaging, but I was super attracted to it. So one more thing before I get started that I wanted to mention is that I always list down below foundation matches for me. I have a whole list, drugstore high-end foundations that match me well, so that if you're trying to match and trying to see what foundation colors I am and compare it to yourself, you can always check down below in the description box. So I'll have a whole list. So I think that's basically it. I have no makeup on my face. I just have some lashes, some eyebrows done, but let's get to it. So the foundation I'm talking about today is the Naked Skin One and Done foundation. I don't know why. This packaging just attracts me. I don't know what it is about it, but every time that I see somebody use it, if I see it at Ulta, I just am so attracted to this, more than the plain naked skin. And it's so gorgeous. I don't even know why, but it just does. So this foundation on the Urban Decay website is $36, and I'm gonna go ahead and read a little bit about it, then tell you about my skin, and then we'll get started. So I'll read what it basically says. It has an SPF 20. It's a one step and you're done. Instant blur imperfections and evens out skin tone for beautifully perfected ultra definition skin. The best of both worlds, a hybrid complexion cream combines the coverage of a sheer foundation with the serious anti-aging benefits. Wow, I really need that. Anti-aging benefits, high-tech weightless formula feels amazing on the skin. One and Done provides an all-day wear. Wow. Sheer foundation that's supposed to be an all-day wear, okay, and covers a wide range of skin tones. But the best part is how it transforms the look of your skin. Light diffusing spheres immediately help make flaws seem to disappear over time. Pores appear smaller and skin appears noticeably firmer and more radiant. We loaded the One and Done with so many nourishing ingredients, including vitamins and moisturizers, that you'll be tempted to skip your skin treatment. Improves the look of radiance, tone, and texture. An SPF 20 protects against sun damage. Wear alone for gorgeous skin. For the perfect application, use our optimal blurring brush for extra hydration. Apply after your moisturizer. Okay. Cool. So it is paraben free. Just in case that you were wondering. So that's a little bit about this foundation. So it's supposed to be a sheer coverage, but it's supposed to last all day, and it's supposed to even have some good nourishing treatments going on, and your skin's supposed to look better after wearing this for a while. They have 6 different shades, so they basically go from light all the way to deep. I have the shade medium, which I hope is it's gonna fit me, but I'm so incredibly excited. So it is a squeezy tube, and then it has a pump on it as well. A little bit about my skin before we kind of jump into the foundation. I do have dry to normal skin. It's not super dry. I don't have any dry patches, but it is dry / normal. I do have some pigmentation going on from being pregnant. I'm pregnant right now, if you didn't know. And yeah, I look tired all the time because I am tired all the time. So yeah, that's a little bit about my skin. I do have sensitive skin as well. Just so you know, I kind of gave up trying high-end foundations for a while because I tried the MAC one a while ago, like one of the MAC foundations, and it broke me out. So I do have sensitive skin, but let's try this and see what goes on here. Okay, so let's do this. It does say you can use it right after your moisturizer, that you don't need to have a primer, but I like to put a primer on my face. So we're just gonna go in with, the Infallible Glow Lock Primer because it's a primer I've been using a lot lately. I don't really notice a huge difference. Like, it doesn't change my foundation that I've noticed. It doesn't make my foundation more glowy. So kind of reminds me of the Angel Veil. It's just a good primer. So I'm putting this on all over my face. And we are going to try with a sponge, even though it does say it's supposed to be sheer, and a brush, and we'll check it out and see which way we like better. All right, so I think I got all the air out of it. I'm going to just put some in the back of my hand. Okay, there we go. We got some on the back of the hand. I have my Morphe sponge that I'll do on this side of the face, and then this side of the face, we'll go ahead and we'll use a brush, and the brush I've been loving is the Morphe Y7 brush. We'll try that brush on this side of the face. So let's do this. Ooh, it's very moussey. And I think it's gonna be a pretty good match for me. It doesn't smell like anything. I love that because right now I'm super sensitive to smells. So this is the shade medium. Get all the sniffles out because I hate when I'm editing and then I see that I'm sniffling all the time. I'm like fighting a cold right now. Okay, so it definitely is a sheer foundation. You can see kind of the difference. It just evened out my skin. I do think it's a really good match. Wow, this looks so good on my skin. It just like blended it in and it looks like my skin on this side. It looks like my skin. Okay, let's do this side and finish with on the back of my hand and see if the brush makes a difference. Blend it down, make sure it's all blended down my neck. I need one more, tiny bit more. Yeah, it gave me more coverage on the brush side for sure. Like, can you see that? Like and this was the problem areas. So I definitely think the brush gave me more coverage and it looks so good on the skin. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, calm down. I'm gonna add a little bit more on this side. Calm down, calm down. Yeah, this was a good match for me, I think. What do you guys think? I think both sides look really good, but because the brush did give me more coverage with less product, I think I like the brush side. But they both just melted straight into the skin. They look so, like my skin looks so soft. It does have a little bit of a tacky finish. See if if it'll let me build up anymore. I love it. I kind of built it up a little bit and just tapped a couple times, and it blended straight into my skin, and I feel like I got a really good coverage. I'm not gonna lie. I think I got higher than sheer coverage for me. I mean, I don't have a lot of blemishes or anything like that, but I did have pigmentation, and it kind of fixed that area a lot better than a lot of my other sheer foundations would have. So I'm really excited about that. It's not sticky, or it's kind of set, but I can still feel it. Like I would still probably set this foundation if I want it to last. I feel like touching it, I feel like it can rub off really easy. So I'm gonna set the foundation. I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back and we will see what it looks like. Okay, so I finished the rest of my makeup. I kept it really simple. I'll go through the makeup and tell you guys what I used. So I did use this concealer, the Revolution Conceal and Define in C8, which fits me the best, like my skin the best, right underneath the eyes. But I didn't want to mess with this area, so I could really see how the foundation fades and if it starts to pop through like my spots over here. So I used that. Then I set everything with my Wet n Wild pressed powder. Again, I'll try to list everything off down below. This is my pressed powder in Warm Beige. I just love it because it just does so good with keeping foundations looking nice. And I'm not gonna lie, I love the mix of this pressed powder and the Urban Decay foundation, Naked Skin foundation. I mean, it just smooth, not that the foundation already made my skin so smooth, and it really blurred my pores. Like I can't see my pores, but this just even blurred it even more and just smoothed it. And I feel like those two combined were a really good match. Then I did use, where did it go? I did use, of course, my Dulce de Leche Wet n Wild bronzer. I've been using this like crazy. So I contoured with it. I used a little bit in the crease, and then just this on the lid. That's basically all I have on my eyes. For blush, I use this Hourglass Diffused Heat blush all over my cheeks, and then for a highlight and the inner corners of the eye, I use the Becca Moonstone highlighter. And for the lips, I did use a liquid Catsuit from Wet n Wild. This one is in Rebel Rose, and then I just really faded it off with my fingers so it could look really natural. I did not want to use a setting spray because I didn't want to mess with it. I wanted to see how it looks throughout the day without a setting spray. And plus, the foundation itself looks so good. I don't need anything to melt it into my skin. I feel like it just looks so good on the skin. Like close up, it looks really good. I'm super excited and super impressed, you guys, because as you guys know, I was super excited to try his foundation in the first place. And so now that it's actually working out, I'm like, hey, I need to try more foundations more often. Foundations that attract me, I just need to try them because I feel like it was just meant to be. Like, I really love it. Even though it's sheer coverage, with the rest of my makeup on, it looks fine. I mean, I don't have problem areas, so it looks so good on the skin and so natural. So I'm super excited. It is late, it's 2:30. I had a lot of things going on this morning, so I couldn't get to doing this until later, but we are gonna try it out for 8 hours. I'm gonna stay awake and I'll keep on showing you guys throughout the day. So I'll show you how it looks in 3 hours and 5 hours, and then at the very end of the night, and you guys can see for yourself how the foundation wears. So I am really excited. I hope you guys are too, and I'll check back with you guys in 3 more hours. It's been 3 hours, it's 5:30, and it's totally okay. I know it's late in the afternoon, it's like getting dark, but I'm gonna be awake pretty late tonight doing a bunch of things. So let's check and see how the foundation lasted. Okay, so I haven't lost any coverage whatsoever on my face. I feel like it looks really good. Like these dark spots look super good. I haven't broken out, and I know it sounds weird, but I will literally, if I'm allergic to something or if something's irritating my skin, I will start to form a pimple literally hours after I've wore it. And by the end of the night, for sure, I'll feel like a pimple coming on. So yeah, my skin's not reacting weird to it. It kind of sunk in a little bit of the lines, but I'm not sure if that's because I powdered or I didn't powder, or like I wasn't too good at powdering. I'm not quite sure. But it still is looking really good, and my skin is looking really good and smooth, and I'm still super excited about it. It kind of settled into my nose here a little bit, but we'll see how it looks after 5 hours. Okay, this is as close as I could possibly bring you guys in. Can you see it kind of like starting to gather and like right here? But it still looks really, really smooth, and it hasn't lost its coverage. And it hasn't oxidized. It looks really, really nice on the skin. So I'll come back and check with you guys in 2 more hours. So it's 7:40. It's been about 5 hours. I'm coming back. I'm checking in with you guys. And let's take a look and see how it looks. I think that it pretty much looks the same way that it looked at the 3-hour mark. So I feel like my skin looks pretty much the same, and it looks the same as it did this morning, like when I first did my makeup. I mean, I don't feel like I really lost that much coverage. I feel like it all looks really, really good still. And I'm still super, super, super impressed with it. So what do you guys think? I mean, it looks really good, and I have never had a sheer coverage foundation last longer than 5 hours. So this is really gonna be the test. We're gonna see if it really does last all day. I'll come back and check between like around 8 hours, and we'll see how the foundation looks. So let me bring you in close so you can get a close look at my skin. But it pretty much looks the same. Like, it still looks like skin, natural, beautiful, beautiful. It looks so beautiful on the skin. So let me bring you in. Okay, so this is how it looks really, really close up, and I still, like, maybe I lost a tiny bit of coverage, but usually it's completely gone by 5 hours if it's a sheer coverage foundation. And I know my lash is like coming off, I'm totally aware. But I really like how it looks. I mean, it looks really good. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so it's 11:30, it's been 9 hours, and this is how the foundation looks. I'm actually super, super impressed with how it looks, especially in person. Like, my forehead, it just looks really, really natural, but I am starting to get a little bit more glow. So if you have oily skin, I definitely think you would need a really good setting powder and a really good setting spray for something like this to work, because I could definitely see the glow coming on. But I think the coverage is still really good, and even like the powder products I put on top just did such a good job of staying on the foundation. Like, the foundation really mixed well with everything on top. So I really do like this foundation. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I love how it looks, especially in person when I'm not in these bright lights. It looks so incredibly nice on the skin and so natural. And so I really, really, really like that about it. I'm totally loving the foundation. I give it a thumbs up for sure. I think it looks really, really nice on top of the skin. I mean, I don't know, what do you guys think? I think it looks really, really good, and medium seems to fit me really, really well. So yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you guys for staying tuned with me throughout the day, throughout this video, and I'm so excited for foundation week. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. Make sure you come back tomorrow for the second day of foundation. And also, just so you know, every time I do first impressions, I always also do it on my story on Instagram live that day. So if you want to be a part of that and get to see sneak peeks before I even make my video, make sure you're following me on Instagram so you can be part of that. Hope you guys are excited for foundation week, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.